Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dave and this is the inaugural video on the Volvo that I've had for 2 years that I meant to show you sooner. But yeah, the rear left brake caliper, left near side brake caliper has sprung a leak, so let's get that replaced. So this is the replacement caliper then. It's a Bilstein one, Febi Bilstein, and there is part number if you wanted to grab one. I believe it's the same one as things like Ford Cougar and Ford Puma and things like that, because essentially this was a Ford era Volvo, which is basically a Focus and party dress. But it's a single piston type thing, it's only a rear one, and it's got the handbrake adapter on it as well. So let's go and get the car in the air, let's go and get the wheel off and inspect the quality and the damage even to the OEM one. Okay, so I know that this is leaking because we did a brake fluid flush the other day, and when it was under pressure there was a little leak coming from just under there. I realise you can't see very much, but it was just coming from just under there. And to prove that, let's have a look at the inside of the wheel barrel. You can see where it's been dripping and leaving stains, things like that all the way around the wheel barrel, like particularly up there, and it was pretty grim. So that's given me a nice spongy pedal. So what we're going to do is whip this brake caliper off and replace it with the one that we've got on the bench, and that should resolve the problem. In the meantime, I will get a rebuild kit for that so that the OEM one can go back on. So let's take that off then. So to remove everything, what we're going to do is pop off the spring. That will give us access to the actual caliper from the hanger. We're going to clamp the actual pipe itself, the hydraulic pipe. Then we're going to remove the handbrake cable and then take off these little plastic caps, undo the caliper from the hanger, and then remove the caliper. That should give us access to things like pads, should we need to change them. There's plenty of meat on those, they're fine. I would do the discs at some point, that's going to be a different video. So that should be it really, so let's give that a try, shall we? Okay, so this is the caliper off, and this is where it was leaking. As you can see, there is a teeny weeny little hole just there. Now this piece of rust was just blocking it. So as we've just been trying to find it, we've given it a poke. That's where it started to leak from. So that's where it's been weeping. There are a number of different, various little holes all the way around, like one there, one around here. But that looks like the main culprit. So we'll get a repair kit and see if we can fix this one. In the meantime, let's go put that the new one back on the car. Okay, now what we've got to do is bleed the brakes. So I've got my pressure bleeder that goes onto the top of the cap, and that's got some brake fluid in at the bottom to about there. That should be plenty for the purposes of this. And essentially what you do is you put that on there, pump this till that's got a bit of pressure in it. That forces brake fluid all the way through the system, and we can bleed at the back. So let's screw that on there, and then we'll pressurise it. I'll do that off camera, that's fiddly. So that's done, that's all good, everything's working. As you saw there, just a little bit of forwards and backwards. I came in the car, I threw the camera, he drove it up and down, it seemed to stop, it's locking up the wheels, so yeah, okay. Brake pedal feels a little bit spongier than I expected, like it used to be, but I guess I'll just have to get used to that. But it is braking really well now, so great, happy days. That was a fairly simple task, a little bit easier than I thought it might be. But in the meantime, I am going to get a caliper rebuild kit and rebuild the OEM one and put that one back on at some point, so the car is still factory. Look out for that video. If you want to see that video, remember to ring the bell, get notified when I drop that video. It will be at some point in the future, it's not going to be an immediate next video sort of thing. But you know what to do then. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the usual sort of YouTube algorithm good stuff. It tells YouTube that the channel's doing really well and people want to engage with it. So do that. Also, while you're at it, you can visit me on Instagram, just down at the bottom here. You can see what I'm up to between videos and things like that. You get sneak peeks of stuff that's coming up. And while you're on Instagram, go and visit TSA Performance. So that's one of my sponsors for usual Project C1. Go and see them for any of your 1KR needs. Go and see Form 7 Performance for any piece for any car, basically. Discount code on screen here. I'm going to go on the Form 7 website and get some braided hoses for the Volvo, so look out for that for a future video as well. We also have X8R Performance as well. They do all kinds of stuff, mainly seal kits for the C1 107 and IGO, but they do all sorts of other stuff as well for vans and other cars and things as well. Again, discount code on the screen, go have a look at that. We also have Mishimoto, so for any of your cooling needs, radiators, intercoolers, oil coolers, that sort of stuff, go see those. And finally, we've got Blossom Automotive, one of my favourite companies to deal with. They've been great for me and Liz, so go see them. Link in the description below, stuff on the screen, discount codes, all that sort of thing. And yeah, you know what to do. So remember to ring the bell, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.